What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Trado Without the Effing Radio. What's going on, Renee? What's up with this finger, dude? That's weird.
Is that how we're talking now? You got to hold up a finger? What up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
That sass. What up, everybody?
Right? Like that little attitude? Like,
damn, that's what you were doing in the bathroom right now? You were practicing your sass?
In the mirror? What's up? No, that's not it. What's up? All right.
You got to get the head into it and everything?
Oh, hell. What's up? All right, that's fucked up. Welcome back to another episode of Trader Without the Radio. Trader Without the Radio. We're just fucking up today. Look at us. No.
There's a podcast for people with too much sass.
Ooh, that's a good one. Damn, that's way better than what I had.
Oh, what was yours? Go ahead.
Now I want to say it.
No, go ahead.
This is a podcast for people who used to get excited over the producer beats. You know when a song comes on and like they get excited, like, oh man, like.
Oh, like
at the beginning of the song where like you hear the producer name.
Yeah, like the Jumpman song.
Yeah,
that song was like
Young Metro, don't trust you, I'ma shoot you, or something like that. Yeah.
Or the better example, the one from the Vine, where it's
one?
like the Young Metro intro, and then it drops the Kanye hands something Lord.
Oh,
it was from the Life of Pablo. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Ooh, that drop. No.
That drop was in so many Vines.
Right. Well, yeah, this is for people that love producer beats.
There we go.
Producer tags. I love the sass though, man. We gotta get it.
Sass.
We gotta get up with the sass. Welcome back to another episode. This is gonna be our 25th episode. Damn, that's crazy. We're like 25 young.
25 young. Is that what the kids call it these days?
Yeah, man. You know, you gotta grow, but you can't. I'm nervous. Why am I stuttering?
I don't know, man. You're so nervous.
I don't know, man.
What's up, man? We're like 25 episodes in. You shouldn't be nervous.
You know what's funny, man? I was listening to a couple weeks ago. I was listening to our first couple of episodes.
Yeah, The Office and Mac Miller and whatever else we talked about in the beginning.
Bro, cringe worthy. Like
they were.
I think so. First of all, I was okay. Now we could air it out because it's 25 episodes later. Okay. I wasn't like prepared whatsoever for that Office episode. If you think about it, bro, my facts were not. Dude, if you fact checked me during that episode, I would have died.
And that was your idea too. It was like, yeah, we're gonna talk about The Office. You were super excited. Like I was. You were. That was your first watching of The Office, right?
Yeah, at the time. At the time, someone recommended it to me, and they were like, "Oh man, you gotta," because I had seen a couple episodes. Like,
right,
I knew who was who, but they were like, "No, you gotta finish it. Like, you gotta start it over and like go from like season 1 to like season 9. You know?"
Right.
So once I got that recommendation, I was like, "All right, but I wasn't ready." No.
I don't know. I haven't listened to them in a while. I think the last time that I heard back like the first few episodes was we were around like episode 10 maybe.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't. It was a while ago, but listening back then, there wasn't that many episodes in between.
Yeah,
so I don't know. I'm gonna go listen back to them now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for people that are like new to the podcast,
oh, you should definitely start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning. Don't listen to us. Just listen to us back then. No, but if we break it down, bro, like okay, we do one episode per week, right?
Right.
We're a weekly episode podcast. 25 weeks. Break that down. That's a couple of months, like half a year. No,
almost half a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we keeping our progress? Like, should we like know who's who when it comes to listeners? Like,
get like an all-time top 10 list or something.
Yeah. We should do. You know what? Here, this is a good idea, and this is off the top. We should do a giveaway where we quiz people on the most random shit from certain episodes early on.
Okay.
And if they get it, that means they're fucking with us. But if they still get it, that means they went back and listened to it. So that's extra plays for us.
So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win for us.
And for them, because they win something, right?
Oh, well, true, yeah. No.
Well, what, okay, I like that idea. We should make a test, basically a test, and put it up like on Google Forms or something and link to it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then we could have people like fill in the answers, I guess. So it's like an open book test.
Ooh, that's perfect.
I like that. And then the winner gets something that we'll figure out.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards a Fandango gift card.
Fandango gift card. Okay. That's
kind of cool, right? Because we watch a shitload of movies. Like
that's true. I didn't really realize it, but out of the 3 episodes we did for last month, 2 of them were movies.
I feel like we've been on a roll, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do a nice little Fandango gift card. Or how about we just give somebody our advanced screening passes, and then if they fuck up, that's on them.
Yeah, be like, hey, man, look, we got you a spot to come watch the next movie with us.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I would like that.
All right, well, let's set it up, and we'll get back to you guys with the details later. So, yeah, let's dive into this week. I know we're not talking about movies, so that's a plus. No.
So this week we're talking about Pet Sematary.
Ooh, I do want to see that.
Yeah, we had tickets that were for today.
Bro.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, wait.
They weren't for today.
We do have La Llorona tickets, though.
We do?
Oh, hey. We don't, but now we should.
Bro, I'm trying.
No, it's all good.
For some reason, there's no advanced screenings in Chicago or
Really?
in Illinois at all right now, which seems really weird to me. I would assume there would be one in Chicago just based on the high demographic of Hispanics.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
But all of them are like Kentucky. I think I saw one in New Mexico, which makes sense. I saw one in Toronto and one in Ontario.
So none of those are near big bodies of water.
Well, Ontario is, and Toronto is.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. That
So
throws
half
away
of them.
my theory. Actually, speaking of demographic, I was looking into a Spanish. Do you know of any Spanish theaters in Chicago? Because I really want to take my mom, who doesn't speak English, and I want her to watch it, but I want her to watch it in Spanish.
Oh,
is there such
so
thing?
a theater that shows it in Spanish? Huh?
Yeah.
I feel like it should exist, or even at like normal theaters, they should have.
See, you would think that, but I've never seen like an option for that.
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where you don't notice it until you're looking for it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it exists.
I'm sure they have like closed captions. You know?
Yeah. I would assume that at the minimum, but you could probably find it in Spanish, especially if it's like a big international movie. Because, they're not going to show the Avengers in English in China.
Right. Because they're voiced over. Which I hate watching movies with the words at the bottom.
Oh, with the bad. Oh, really? With
with that too, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say with like the bad overdubs.
Oh, I hate that too, bro. It's so bad.
So they're talking and their mouths are all out of sync.
Bro, whenever like Telemundo's on and there's a movie like Fast and Furious, for some reason it's always Fast and the Furious.
They love their Fast and the Furious.
Bro, oh my god. How? Nah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Like Vin Diesel should not be talking in Spanish. Like that.
I am Groot. No.
Wow. How do you mess that up?
Yo soy Groot.
Yo, and it's all late too. Yo soy Groot. Like, bro,
It's already on the next scene.
You had three words. No, that's stupid.
But
yeah, no, we should definitely look into that. That'd be dope.
Oh god, I completely
You
forgot
alright,
what I was
man?
gonna say. No, I did have tickets for Shazam today, but
Oh shit,
that was in whatchamacallit?
downtown.
The pier, Navy Pier.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and the theater that they have there, and I was like, "There's no way."
Oh yeah, that would be first of all, like traffic hours disgusting.
Yeah, first of all, traffic. Second of all, it's a Navy Pier, so I feel like that's even more packed.
Oh yeah,
Because they have a really good theater there, right?
They
have,
do.
like,
I think
all of their screens are like IMAX and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, there's no way."
Which, fun fact, the first movie I saw at Navy Pier, it was back in like the early 2000s when Michael Jordan had released that documentary, the Michael Jordan Experience or something like that. We saw it at the IMAX at Navy Pier, and It was like, dude, seeing him like dunk like on screen was the coolest shit.
Bro, I was actually thinking about not that exactly, but a similar documentary the other day.
Oh, nice. Which one?
The LeBron James documentary, the More Than Just a Game. Because I remember.
No, excited?
No, because I remember that we went to go see that in theaters somewhere downtown, like up north, if I remember.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, now I'll explain why.
You're so excited.
I'm just okay.
And I don't know, it was just kind of cool because I was on YouTube, and the song, the main promotional song, Drake.
With Eminem, Lil Wayne,
and Kanye. First of all, how did they get all of those guys on a song together?
Bro, for real. That's the power of Drake though. Like, I feel like they all believed that he was gonna come out with some dope shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like in hindsight, looking at those names, I was like, huh, they were all on a song together.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny how the Eminem was the last verse because nobody wanted to follow him.
Oh, but yeah, even Kanye was like, nah, I'm good. Like,
Kanye's like, I'll take second verse, that's fine.
Wow.
And this was still like
This is when he was like
peak Kanye.
Yeah. And this is when like Eminem was like, on drugs, off drugs. Like he was coming back, but he never really released anything. So you didn't know what to expect. What kind of Eminem you were gonna get? You know? Like,
yeah.
Damn. Anyway, the reason I was so excited that you brought that up was because they recently announced for the Laker fans watching that they're gonna shut down LeBron for the rest of the season.
Yep.
Which I was reading about, and I was like, man, like that's stupid. But in hindsight, I guess it doesn't make sense for him to play if they're not in the playoffs.
Right. No matter what, they're out.
But that reminded me of like the people that talk shit about LeBron, like, oh man, he's only hopping around teams and whatnot. Like, they don't know that I've loved LeBron since he was like Cleveland. Like, we had no idea he was gonna leave. Like, we had no idea he was gonna win any type of championship.
Right.
You know, like he had like everything in Cleveland, like freaking high school kid coming into the NBA, and like, bro, there's so many LeBron fans out there that have been with him since day one. They're like getting so much shit for being like Lakers fans now.
Right, because they're just LeBron fans. Like they saw that movie in theaters probably too.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, and remember how it was like select theaters, so we couldn't even like go to our neighborhood theater.
We couldn't. That was the only theater that was showing it. Right. That's why we went to that weird far theater.
And we weren't even old enough to drive.
No, I think we took the train and then the bus because there was no such thing as Uber.
That's crazy.
That's how long LeBron's been playing.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. Damn, shout out to everything that you just said right now. No, Steven.
Shout out to LeBron.
Yeah.
So that's a good segue into what we're going to be doing. If you haven't seen More Than Just a Game, you should check it out. There's recommendation number 1.
Damn. Just
that pop noise.
All right. Recommendations. That's what we're going to be talking about today in this podcast. This podcast is brought to you by our opinions, and hopefully you like them because we're going to recommend this shitload of stuff for you. So
yeah, that's true.
So let's dive into it.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth.
I gotta stop doing that. No.
Yeah, do you want to go first? Do you want to go second? I know you recently finished your recommendation, so I don't know if you want to go into it. I know you're pretty hyped.
Yeah.
What's up with the sound effects today, man?
I don't know, bro. I'm either nervous or I'm like super hyper. Yeah, so I guess I could go first. Supermarket was written by Logic. You know, his writer name is Bobby Hall. I believe that's his real name. I definitely recommend this. This is a really good book if you don't read a lot of books. And I know that sounds weird, right? Like people are like, "Oh, this is stupid," but no, like. So pretty much, long story short, this kid has.
And when you say this kid, do you mean Logic, or is this a kid in the story?
No, this kid in the story, his name is Flynn.
Okay.
He gets a job at a supermarket.
Oh,
yeah, the corner grocery store. No. But it just dives into his world from his mental state. It turns out he's schizophrenic.
Okay.
And this is all in the, like, you can read this on the back of the book. He's a schizophrenic weirdo who is a writer, but he starts to develop his story, which he's trying to sell to this publishing company. And I think it's really dope, man. Like, the way Logic writes it with, like, you could tell it's coming from. So if you listen to Logic, you could tell his habits, right? Like, when he's rapping, what he talks about, obviously being biracial and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this story, it's like he turned an album into a book, man. Like, did you ever hear Logic's Outer Space album?
Was that the one with the cool cover?
Yeah, when they're in outer space and it's
yeah, and he's like telling it from the point of the future
incredible story.
Yeah.
What's the name of it? I should have had this down. He's telling it from the future.
Right.
And it's 2 astronauts that are going to find this planet that they don't know exists or doesn't exist because Earth is fucked. And the way he writes that, it's like it's music, but in between he writes these scenes where it's like, damn, that's dope, and it's a concept album, you know. And at the time, everyone's like rapping about drugs, money, and girls. But Logic wasn't afraid to like break that
mold.
Yeah. So I think with this book, I don't know how many rappers have written a novel, but
that's a good question. And did he? I guess, did he write it all himself? Did he have any people co-writing with him?
Yeah, no, he wrote it all himself from what I understand. But he wrote it. So he wrote the first half while he was in a weird state. He was depressed. He had broken up with his wife. He was very just out of
And this is Logic again.
Yeah, this is Logic. Yeah, this is Logic. So from what I understand, he wrote the first half while he was depressed. Then he kind of just gathered up his life, and then he wrote the second part from a different mindset. But it's dope because the first part and second part kind of go hand in hand. Without giving anything away, they're kind of like, you really wouldn't understand the second part. Well, obviously without reading the first part, but I don't know how I'm trying to say it.
Who the hell is Mary?
Yeah, right. Who the fuck is this?
It's
I don't know
two sides of a coin.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, he wrote it all himself, and I think it's super dope that it's just a novel, bro. Like coming from that's the part that sold me.
Book.
It's like it's a book, like it's an autobiography, but it wasn't. It's a novel, and like it's super dope and super creative. At the end of it, though, when he gives his thank yous, he wants to thank like the publishing and like the fans and all that. But he also wants to thank this character that he made up in the book. Her name is Maya. And you'll find out that she plays a really important role with Flynn, which is the main character. But he wrote that whoever Maya is in his future, like whether he's met her yet or not, like he wanted to thank her because without her, like he wouldn't be who he is. It's really weird, bro. Like it's a what did we call it?
Psychothriller.
Psychothriller, yeah. No, psychedelic. No,
psychedelic. Well, that's the drug.
Psycho. Whatever we called Us, the movie.
Psychothriller, right? Psycho horror.
Yeah, but it's not really a horror. But there is a lot of killing. But it's dope. You should check it out. Yeah, this is a really bad recommendation.
I guess. So you mentioned that he got it published. Did he get it published by an external company? Did he fund the publishing himself?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, he didn't fund it himself. So he actually wrote out
like a proof of concept.
There you go. Yeah. And then he sent it out, and then there was a company called Simon and Schuster.
Okay.
That Simon and Custer. Simon and Schuster that they picked it up, custard? Right? And it's not that great. No. They picked it up, and they gave him a shot. They thought it was really well, and it was really well written.
No, that's awesome, and I feel like that further that's why I asked, because I feel like it further validates Logic's actual writing abilities.
Yeah,
because I'm willing to bet he has a decent amount of money. He could have published the book on his own if he wanted to.
Right.
But the fact that he went and gave it to other companies, and they were like, "Oh shit, this is a good book."
Yeah.
Because I feel that other companies are going to be tougher on him because they know who he is.
Ooh, yeah. So they're
gonna be like, even if they don't know who he is, they'll treat it like anybody else. Because there's probably hundreds of people sending drafts of stories out to publishing companies.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's the dope part. And even in the book, like the character Flynn, he sends out his drafts to a bunch of publishing companies, and no one picks them up. But I thought it was dope because what I was trying to say earlier was the first part and the second part, through Logic's point of view, he wrote that with a 2-year gap.
Okay.
Yeah. So it really ties into the character, because the second part, the character wakes up and it's 2 years later from what you read in the first part.
Okay.
So it really ties in together. I think it was super dope how they did that. And it's a super easy read, man. Like, I feel like this is like, I don't know, high school, like sophomore year read. I actually don't call me a nerd or anything, but I read the first part in like...
What a nerd, right, guys?
I read it in a couple of hours. Like, I was super excited. And it's, let's see here, it's 288 pages long. And yeah, it's super dope. I think if you're a Logic fan, this is definitely a must. Like, you must pick it up.
Mm-hmm. And what if you're just a person that wants to... Well, because you said it yourself. It's a book for people that don't read books.
Yes.
Because I feel like
in a sense where you're reminded why you should read more books.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was going to ask. Because I feel like reading a book for a lot of people, it's kind of like a daunting task, because it's... they're big.
Yeah, they're big. They're like that. But see, I don't know about like other people, but I got lost in this book where I was like, oh shit. Like, I felt like I was watching a movie.
Right. And you got lost in the world of the book.
And him being like a unconventional writer, he breaks the fourth wall a bunch of times. Mm-hmm. So you'll be going along with the story, and then say, for instance, Flynn recommends an album to somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Like a vinyl. You'll be reading it and you'll be going with it, and then out of nowhere, Logic breaks the fourth wall, and he's like, by the way, this album though is really good. Like, I listened to it, and then I got to meet the artist, this and that. But then he calls it out too. He's like, "Oh man, it must be weird you like reading this right now, knowing that I'm talking to you as a reader."
Right.
Yeah, and it was really cool. I don't think a lot of people do that nowadays. Yeah, this is good shit. There's a couple of artists that I got recommended through the book, through the story, which I want to talk about.
Musical artists?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Tame Impala.
Right, and yeah, you had them playing before we started recording.
I did. I did. Yeah, I did. I started listening to that. They're really cool. Mac DeMarco, he's really dope. He has an album called Salad Days that I would definitely recommend.
Salad Days?
Salad Days, yeah.
Like salad?
Yeah.
Days?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So like when you're hungry but you're not that hungry. No.
Wow, so you're in a salad days.
Yeah, Salad Days. No. And then there was another one. I can't remember right now, but he recommends a couple of dope musical artists in it. And yeah, man, it's really good. I think you should check it out. I don't know why I'm so nervous right now. I feel like the listener's going to be like, don't read it, like this shit's whack. But it was good. I don't know.
Well, I guess let's put it this way. Before this book, what was the last book you read?
Ooh, before this one.
Yeah.
It's going to blow up my spot like that, huh? Nah. What was the last book I read?
Was it that book about Ebola? What was it called? Hot Zone?
Hot Zone?
Yeah. I remember I had to read that in like 8th grade or freshman year, I think.
No.
Oh, you didn't read that book?
I did not.
Damn. All
there
right.
was off the top, there was a book that I read in high school called Slam by Walter Dean Myers. I might have read it in 8th grade actually. God damn, I haven't read a book in that long. No, there has to be a bunch of books in between, right?
Don't look at me, man.
Yeah, it's called Slam by Walter Dean Myers. Go check that out. That's a really good book too, about this like inner city kid who makes the basketball team, kind of like LeBron, and then he goes to play for like a rich neighborhood team.
Okay.
And his cousin gets shot. Nah, I just gave it away.
I just ruined the whole book. Okay, I guess that's the point I was trying to make then. Let's say tentatively the last book you read was your first year of high school.
Okay. No, I mean it must have been like my senior year.
Look at you trying
Come
to
on, let's be honest. Like you can't go throughout high school without reading a book.
Well, yeah. Okay. So let's just say it was in high school then.
Okay.
And then you read this book like last week, right?
Right.
And this one book, apart from all the other books that you might have seen or come across in the time in between, this is the book that you actually picked up and you read all the way through.
Right.
So I feel like that's as good a recommendation as it's going to get.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because as somebody who doesn't read books, you read this whole book through in, what, a couple days? You said you
2 days, yeah.
You read the first part in a few hours.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's as good as a recommendation as you can get.
Yeah. No, for real.
Because it's really easy. Yeah, it's really easy for someone who reads books to recommend a book because they're used to doing it. They're used to investing their time in reading the book, getting into the plot and all that. Where I know if I pick up a book and I'm not interested in it, like within the first 15 pages, 20 pages, I'm gonna stop reading it. Like, okay, this is boring.
Yeah.
Because, there's so many other things I could do. I could just sit on my phone for 3 hours and be more entertained than reading a book.
Honestly, it was kind of weird. Like, I had to put on some, like, background music, which is another thing I want to get into because it was so weird to just be here in silence. Like, like I'm reading and then I would stop reading and it's, like, all quiet. Like,
right, there's nothing happening.
As a non-reader, I'm like, oh, shit, this is kind of badass because it's like a movie you're watching in your brain. Nah, if that makes any sense.
I get you. I totally get you.
I guess final part of this recommendation, if you haven't been sold yet, he put out a soundtrack to this book.
Ooh, okay.
Which now that I know what I know, he called it a soundtrack to the book, but it was actually an album he wanted to put out. So it's an alternative album. But as a rapper, I feel like he had to hide it as a soundtrack because if you come out with an alternative album, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's stupid. Why are you singing and playing instruments?"
Oh, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? But he put it out the day of the book release, and man, bro, it's so weird. And I don't know if this is like a normal thing people do when they read, but like I put on the soundtrack while I was reading, and at one point, whichever song was on lined up with whatever chapter I was on, and it was like the perfect like. You could hear like what he's talking about in the song, and you could like read it in the book. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm not gonna like give it away, but it was kind of like a love song where he was like singing to this girl that he wants to be with, but he's stuck at the supermarket. And while I was reading it, he was trying to date this girl, but he couldn't like leave the supermarket, you know. So it lined up perfectly, and I think either he's a marketing genius or like he like really knew that people were gonna like listen to this while they read the book. So I thought it was just really cool.
That's cool. Yeah. It's like how you said it's when you're watching a movie and there's a soundtrack playing in the background that complements the scene that's happening.
Yeah.
Except the scene's in your head.
Right? Nah. Right. Yeah, that's cool. Crazy. So yeah, definitely go check this out. Even if you suck at reading books, dude, this is like the easiest book to read.
I mean, I guess where did you get this copy, and where can people find copies of the book?
So I'm pretty sure you could get it anywhere, Barnes and Nobles. I mean, anywhere you could get your books. But I got this on Amazon. Amazon Prime. What's up? Nah.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I had it was what is it called when you reserve your copy before it comes out?
Pre-order.
There you go, bro. Why am I tweaking today? It was a pre-order, and I got a copy. Came out the day of, nice. And I finished after the book the day of, so it was dope. It was cool.
There you go. Yeah. It's on Amazon. $10.79.
Oh shit! Really?
It's really weird.
That's so random.
$10.79 for a paperback.
Okay, that's random.
If you have a Kindle, you can get it for $9.99.
Ooh.
And
I'm pretty sure he offers a audiobook, right?
I was about to say, there's an audiobook version that you can get free with your trial of Audible. Join Audible today.
No, but for the actually, that reminds me. I did that for Kevin Hart's autobiography.
You heard it on Audible?
I heard it on Audible, yeah. And it was like hearing a really cool podcast. Like it was just like Kevin Hart talking about himself.
Yeah, Audible's a good way to read books when you don't have time to read books. You could do it while you're driving, while you're working out at the gym.
Bro.
Hey, Audible, what's up, man?
You're really trying to add. He's really trying to land this ad, guys. This is perfect. No, go ahead. They're probably listening right now. Damn, that's funny, man.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Audible, though.
We wish, nah. But yeah, that's my recommendation. It's pretty dope. I don't know, I tweaked when I was recommending it to you guys. I was nervous you guys were going to like laugh. But yeah, go check it out.
Look at this guy recommending a book.
I know. No. What are you going to recommend? Some cool shit?
No.
How to change your tire from a 18-inch to 24-inch?
Yeah.
Man, no. So yeah, guys, this is dope. All right, Renee. So what's up? Let me laugh at you now. No, it's stupid.
All right, so I'm going to show you how to clean out your Glock. No.
Oh, shit. How to wipe down the fingerprints. No.
How to wipe down your fingerprints so the cops can never ID you.
Jesus.
No, so
this is why we're not sponsored by Audible.
Right? They're still listening?
Fuck these guys. No.
And there goes our sponsorship. No, so what I wanted to recommend was a show that I recently started rewatching.
Ooh.
So I restarted watching Breaking Bad.
Ooh, okay.
And this is the second time that I've seen the series. I'm on the second half of the last season right now, so I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're at the finish line. So what made you come back to the series?
It kind of like, well, to give some more context, the first time I watched the series, I was just on YouTube randomly, and you know how you get just random recommendation videos. Mm-hmm. I got a video that was like best parts of Breaking Bad or something along those lines, where it was just a compilation of a bunch of clips from the series.
Nice.
And so I was watching it through, so like I saw the part where he's like talking to Skyler, and he's like, "Oh, a man opens the door and he gets shot. You think that of me? No, I'm the one who knocks."
Ooh, that's a powerful ass line.
Yeah, I saw that scene. I saw the time when one of the first episodes where he's at Jesse's house and Jesse's like, "Yeah, science, bitch."
Oh, okay, yeah.
That scene, like a whole bunch of scenes, and then there was one scene in particular that stuck with me. Walt is with his son, and they're at a car dealership, and he picks up his like fedora hat and he puts it on. He's like, "Hey, how much will you give me for this car?" And he's like, "What do you mean, you're selling it?" It's like, "Yeah, will you give me $100, $50?" And he's like, "Well, the insurance just put in like $3,000 worth of parts." It's like, "Oh, so it's a steal then, huh?"
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so he's like, "All right, I'll see what I got in the register." And the next scene is like a single camera shot in the driveway, and a car pulls up. It was like what's it called? A 200, Chrysler 200.
Yeah.
And mind you, this was back in 2010, so like whenever it just came out, yeah.
Right?
And it pulled in like all badass, and then you see like a little generic car pulling next to it, and Walter was in one car and his son was in the other car.
Yeah.
And Walter's in his car, he's all excited. He looks over at his son, and his son's like, it's all right.
Right. Damn, that's dope. Yeah.
And then Walter's like, all right. And then it's the same shot again. Walter pulls in first. And then his son pulls in a fucking Charger.
Ooh, a badass car.
Yeah. And then they just sit in the driveway revving engines back and forth.
Nice.
And that's the scene that made me start watching Breaking Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the scene where I was like, I need to know how they got here. I need to know why this happened. You know?
Right.
So like, never mind all the other super powerful scenes and shit. Like that was the one that got me.
Not even like the pizza on the roof.
Not the pizza on the roof. Not the cooking. Not anything with Gus.
Uncle Hank and the rocks.
Yeah. The minerals.
They're minerals. Man.
So none of that. It was them, revving engines back and forth in the driveway.
Damn, that's dope, man.
So that's why I started watching it the first time, and I watched it all the way through until that scene. And that scene actually was like the intro part of the episode.
Oh, because they do an intro and then they go into the...
So I saw that scene. I think I watched that whole episode and part of the next one, and that's it. I just stopped there.
Damn.
Because in my mind, like that was the finale for me. Like that's what I wanted to see.
You had accomplished what you set out to. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
And then recently, so in the past month, I went back and I started watching it again from the beginning this time, and nice. I have seen past that part.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the beginning, do they beat the son up for being crippled, or like?
Yeah, like in the first or second
they're
episode.
Like making fun of him, right?
They're making fun of him, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like the second or third episode, actually, because this was after Walter had already done like his first cook.
Oh, so he was already like feeling himself?
He was already feeling himself a little bit. Yeah, and he like steps on the kid's leg or some shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so Breaking Bad, it's kind of old now. I didn't realize how old it was exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, AMC is one of the AMC's like breakthrough series, right?
Yeah. It ran from 2008 to 2013.
Oh, that's a good run.
Yeah,
5 years.
5 years, but it's been off the air for a long time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just watching it again, especially the second time through, I feel like I'm appreciating it a lot more.
Okay. How so? Like
just like in terms of the quality of it, just the sheer quality. Like the acting is really good. Like as most people probably know at this point, the actor who did oh God, what's his name? Walter White, Bryan Cranston.
Okay, yeah.
He won a bunch of awards for best leading actor in a show. Aaron Paul, Jesse, he won a bunch of awards for supporting actor. The actress who did Skylar won a bunch for supporting actress. It won a bunch of awards for writing. Like all these awards that it won, I think it still holds the record for like most awards for a TV show.
Damn, Jesus.
And so like all those little bits and pieces, like the camera work, the editing. Mm-hmm. And just the scenes themselves, I feel like they stuck with me a lot more this time. Maybe because I was like, I'm more critical of things that I'm watching now than when I saw it the first time.
Yeah,
because like
it's all about quality now.
Yeah, because even with the movie reviews we do, like we try to break them down and see why we liked it, why we didn't. We talk about the camera work, we talk about the actors and all this stuff.
Yeah, I think you mentioning all this stuff, it's kind of like making me like, damn, I've only seen it one time around, so I didn't really catch all that like
and I think that's
detail.
That's the main difference, me watching it the second time, because I remember vaguely the plot. Like I know there's
like the car wash,
there's what's his face, Tuco in the first few seasons.
Who's Tuco?
Tuco's the first drug dealer that they hook up with.
Oh, right,
the crazy ass dude who like would snort coke and then beat the shit out of people with his fists. And then there's this guy. There's Gus, the Pollos Hermanos guy.
Man, that guy's badass. Remember how cool he just comes up and like, I don't know. I thought he was cool.
Yeah, he's he's scary.
What is he in any other like movies or shows?
No, nothing like big that I could.
That's how he was good. Duh.
And then there's Walt's character, Mr. White, or I guess Heisenberg, And watching the whole series through in such a condensed form, it's really cool how you want to root for Heisenberg when you're watching it, because you know that's the main character. Like, you know, he has cancer in the beginning. He's doing this to save his family, but as it goes on, like, he becomes the villain, and
it's so dope.
Yeah, and it's weird because then I found myself watching episodes and I'm like, well, yeah, you're the bad guy, but like that's my boy, like, you know, like that's Mr. White.
Yeah.
Like, this is the
like,
guy.
You can't turn your back on him. Like, this is the guy.
Yeah, like, I've been watching him ever since he was like with his dumbass mustache.
Oh, he was all dumb. Like,
yeah, and just that alone made me appreciate the show even more.
Yeah,
because it introduced you to this character and slowly made him the bad guy. Because, you know, after Gus, he is the bad guy.
Technically, yeah.
He's the one who knocks.
Yeah. Ooh.
And
see, man, you're dropping all these cool ass shit. Let me go back to this book real quick. Hold on. So there's a protagonist, right? No, okay.
And I don't know. It's really cool. His performance and his change, the change that Aaron Paul's character has throughout the whole series,
from being like a street punk
to being like an adult, I guess.
Yeah.
That
responsible drug maker, I guess. I don't know. What would you call him? Yeah.
Yeah, like a responsible person. A person with a conscience.
Right.
It becomes more clear that he actually cares about people as Walter keeps on doing more and more ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it.
Damn, that's dope, man. I think for people that have watched it, they're gonna be like, yeah, you're right. You nailed a bunch of like cool like.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching again.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just so damn long though. I feel like that's what turns me off from watching a series twice.
Yeah.
Aside from The Office, because you can watch that like literally 20-minute episode, like, you know.
Yeah.
That's gonna be forever.
Digestible.
It's digestible, but a series like that where it's like Breaking Bad or like The Walking Dead or like, I don't know, even New Girl. I wouldn't watch New Girl again because I know what happens. You know. When they're so long like that, I'm just like, nah, it's not worth it. You know, like.
Yeah, and I guess that's another thing that I really liked, that it's only 5 seasons.
But like, so long.
It feels long, yeah. But there's really not a whole lot of episodes when you think about it. Because 5 seasons, and I think they did like an average of like 14 episodes a season.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
so. At the end of the day, yeah, it's a lot of episodes. But compared to other shows like fucking Walking Dead,
yeah,
they're on season 9 right now.
They gotta stop, or like Shameless.
That's also
Shameless
like
needs to stop too.
No. That's like in double-digit seasons too already, isn't it?
I think it's season 9. Yeah.
Yeah, and then New Girl has like 9 seasons.
I think
most shows go on to like 9, 10 seasons.
I mean, Game of Thrones is at 7, but I mean that's Game of Thrones. It's like.
Yeah, they got a really fat book to pull from, so they got some content. But I really enjoyed that about the show too, and it turns out it was a conscious effort by the creator. I didn't know this until today when I looked it up.
Nice.
After the first season ended and they got renewed, he was like, yeah, I want to make 5 seasons.
Oh, like he wanted to cap it?
Yeah, like that's it. Like, I'm making 5 seasons and that's it.
Oh, shit. And why do you think that is?
His logic was, I would rather stop while the show is really good than to keep on making it and watch it go to shit. You know, to watch the quality go down. Kind of like the last season of The Office, according to most people. Or the last 2 seasons of The Office.
That's actually, yeah, you're right. Because there was a time where I didn't want to watch the last 2 seasons. Like, once Michael left, I was like, nah, this is stupid.
Right.
But yeah, you're right.
Same thing with, oh, God, I had another show. Fucking, I don't know how I forgot. Walking Dead.
Yeah,
like the amount of people that watch Walking Dead now compared to the amount of people that watched it like back in seasons like 3, 4, 5.
Once the governor died, forget it.
And not to say that, like, you know, a bunch of people still watch Walking Dead.
Well, no, it's still a hit, but
the number has gone down, and most people would argue to you that the quality has gone down.
I mean, it's just like Fast and Furious. Like, even movies like that, Saw got a shitload of fucking.
Yeah, they had like 8 movies or something.
It's like you can't have a good thing last forever, right?
Yeah,
yeah, kind of like a good ice cream bar. No, that shit's not. It's gonna melt eventually. You know, like might as well eat half of it and call it a day. No,
wait,
no, I don't know. That didn't
why
make
wouldn't
sense.
you just eat the whole thing? It's melting. Eat it quickly.
Because you're not gonna have that full like good ice cream as you did in season 1. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm trying to.
I don't know. You're trying to make it work, man. But it's. I'm not following you.
okay, I'll give you a better example of something I actually know about. The quality in 50 Cent's music.
Okay.
So his first albums were like amazing. They're really good. We're talking about like Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre. Even Curtis was good. But then after that, it was like Before I Self-Destruct was shit.
That's what I was thinking of.
You got to stop while you're ahead. Like you got to stop while you're at a good prime, you know? I would even Eminem, like he wasn't that great after, you know,
Relapse.
Even Relapse was shit. Like yeah. I mean, and this is my opinion. I'm sure people are like, oh, Eminem's the greatest. Every album was amazing, but like,
right?
Nah, like every Kanye album was amazing. Because that's right. There's people like, oh, fuck you, dude. After graduation, it was shit.
Right.
But no, like I don't know. I feel like with shows, it's a little bit easier to call it quits, as to like, you know, compared to other things.
Yeah, because it's hard to say, no, I'm not going to do this thing that's making me a bunch of money anymore.
Right, yeah.
Because the creator, I think he started a new show like in 2015.
Was he the creator of the spinoff, Better Call Saul?
Yeah, he's also the creator and the writer on that.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Which, do you know the fun fact on that, right? In this, episode 1, where he's giving his like spiel about like where he comes from.
Sal?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
He mentions that he was from Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, really?
And like, yeah, it's pretty cool. You should look it up. I forgot exactly what he says, but he mentions something about that's his hometown or something like that.
So I should watch Better Call Saul.
Fuck it, might as well. You're already on a roll.
Yeah, and last little tidbit then here. If you needed more reason to check out Breaking Bad again, there's a Breaking Bad movie that's in development.
No way, for real?
Yeah, with Sony. This guy, the creator, who we haven't named until now, and I just realized, Vince Gillian, the creator.
Oh, Vince.
Yeah,
my buddy Vince.
Yeah. Well, we said the same thing.
Bro, we gotta stop doing that shit.
Yeah, you know, the creator of Breaking Bad, creator of Better Call Saul. He did some X-Files stuff apparently too.
Ooh.
But no, he signed a 3-movie deal contract with Sony. And one of the 3 movies is a Breaking Bad movie.
Okay.
And it's supposed to follow, allegedly, Jesse's character after the events of Breaking Bad.
Right, because once he saved them from where they had him kidnapped.
Right.
We don't hear from him, right?
Right, he just drives off.
Yeah.
Happy and crying and all that jazz.
I guess that would be kind of cool. Plus, it'll give this guy some work.
Aaron Paul?
Yeah. Now, if they use a different Jesse, that'd be stupid.
Ooh, that would be
kind of dumb. Because it's like, dude, like, we already know this guy is Jesse. Like,
yeah.
And why won't you hire him? Like, that's the easiest way to do it.
That's true. But what if it's the opposite? Like, they don't want to hire him or something. Or, like, he's asking for too much money. Which I doubt he would do that. I feel like he would want to do it just because that's the role that made him a star.
I mean, yeah, but...
And he is boys with the creator, so...
The last thing I saw him in was, what, Need for Speed?
Okay movie.
I mean, I saw it because Kid Cudi was in it, to be honest. Like, that's the only reason I saw it. But no, I mean, as an actor, he hasn't been really active.
Yeah, I don't know what else he's doing, but I know he's a voice on BoJack Horseman.
Oh, that's right. He is on that Netflix series.
But I don't know if he's doing anything live action since then.
I recommend Jesse be Jesse in this upcoming film. No, that's dope though. I think they really have to be careful because people already love the show, you know, and they're gonna be super critical of whatever they show on the big screen.
Right. So, I don't know. I feel like they're doing it the right way though, because excuse me, because it's the same creator, you know.
Yeah.
So if anything, you can't get mad at the guy who created the show for continuing the storyline that he came up with, you know?
That is true, yeah.
That'd be like getting mad at someone. Oh, well, I guess that happens all the time. I was going to say, it'd be like getting mad at somebody for their opinion, but people love to do that shit. So.
Oh, bro, what's up? The best Kanye album in the world. Yeah, that happens all the time. And I mean, as a consumer, we're going to get mad no matter what. Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
I can confirm, though, that he is the only person who's actually confirmed on the cast right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the only person who's confirmed. Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman.
Oh, so then we're good, bro. That shit's going to be... maybe. I don't know. I'm excited. I think that's gonna be good, and I will definitely take up your recommendation and watch that again. I think I saw it such a long time ago that I'm just like, I got to rewatch it. You know what? Wait, what?
Oh, go ahead. You know
what I did like about that show though,
Uh-huh.
which I mean, not to be weird, but this is the only show that I know of that has a corrido.
Oh, yeah.
The what is it called? The corrido de Heisenberg.
Yeah,
Man.
I couldn't remember what it was called, but yeah, I remember that was one of the intros.
Yeah, that was badass. It was like a band, like
It was like legit
Tucanes
band.
del Norte or whatever, like
I think so.
something like that. I'm probably making that up, but it's
No,
dope how they had.
It was a pretty well-known band.
You can find it on Spotify, actually. Shout out to Spotify. You can find us on Spotify too.
Shout out to us.
Yeah, man, like that shit is so dope. Here we go. It's called. Well, apparently 50 Shades of Grey has a really good album coming out. I put Walter Heisenberg.
Walter Heisenberg.
Although that's probably why it didn't come out.
Bro, what are you doing, man? You're struggling.
I don't know. Breaking Bad. Here we go.
Well, it's called Azul y Negro.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
Negro y Azul. Whoops. Got my colors flipped there.
ooh. Isn't Azul like the color?
Tucanes de Sinaloa.
Oh, I was close.
What did you say?
Tucanes del Norte. That was close. Sinaloa, the north.
Yeah, that's the northern part of Mexico, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I have no idea where that is.
Yeah, fuck it.
Leave a comment if you know where Sinaloa is. Oh, that's pretty north.
Yeah, right? That's north as fuck.
East of Durango.
Yeah, the Scorpions.
Oh, I guess that's kind of central.
What?
Yeah, the Scorpions.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's a good show through and through. The acting is amazing. The camera work is really great. Bryan Cranston is in it. So what else do you need? You know, they actually didn't want to give him the role.
Really?
They because at the time the only thing that he had done was Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, but that's such a perfect role though, because he was a dad in that too. You know, like.
Yeah, but you know he was like a goofy. He was known as a comedy actor.
Yeah,
and you know Breaking Bad's not a comedy.
Right.
They tried to give it to a bunch of other people first,
and everyone denied it.
Yeah, either people didn't want it. Apparently, it went down where the creator, this guy Vince,
my man
Vince,
yeah,
he was like, "Hey, can we get Bryan Cranston to be the lead? Can we have him be Walter White?" And the executives or the studio was like, "No, well, how about we try to get these people first, and then if none of them want to do it, then you can hire him."
Damn.
And they wanted John Krusek?
Nope.
Which I recognize the name, and when I pulled up a picture of him, I was like, "Oh, that guy." But
and it doesn't help that I can't see the picture of him.
He didn't really have anything on his IMDb page that stood out to me, but he's been an actor since like the 80s.
Okay.
So it was like,
how do you spell Krusek?
CU Sack.
Oh.
So he was like a respected actor, I guess. And then they tried to give it to this guy too, Matthew Broderick, which is the guy from Bueller's Day Off.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that one would have just been weird.
That would have been kind of weird.
Yeah, but I'm happy he got the role.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at this John Cusack guy. Bro, like you nailed it. It's that guy, but I don't know where the fuck he's from.
Yeah, and like his IMDb page has so many things on it. I was like, well, I haven't seen any of these, so I don't know how I recognize you, but
he has to be in something we recognize.
But yeah,
for a second I thought he was in Marvel, like in the Marvel universe.
Marvel, that's honestly at this point it's a pretty safe bet. Just guess that they're in the Marvel movie, and they probably are. Yeah, but that's my recommendation for this episode.
All right, you know what, man? I want to redo my recommendation. Frasier. No, I'm still looking at it. You know what? It's funny when people recommend stuff to you and they're like, "Yeah, you should do this," or like, "You should go check this out," and it's like, "Yeah, probably not." But when I get stuff recommended to me, it's either when I go out of town. When I'm out of town, I'll definitely check it out. Like, I'll do it.
Right.
But if I'm just chilling, it's like, "Oh man, you should watch this movie." Never again, bro. The other day I was recommended that black That Spike Lee joint that he got awarded for.
Chirac.
Oh, jeez, that was another one. I spent money on that stupid ass movie ticket.
The Black Klansman.
Black Klansman. I thought that movie was horrible.
Really?
Yeah, and it won awards. Like, it's not like it was bad, but I don't know. I feel like I just didn't like it. Like, it was just a bad recommendation. Another bad recommendation that I got was and this is from the same people, so
maybe you got to stop taking recommendations from that person.
The Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh yeah, that just looked dumb. I get it.
See, but like I was like,
movie where all the people are Asian, so that's cool, I guess. But
yeah,
it didn't interest me, so I didn't even try to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, not only the Asian part, but like just the storyline was dumb. It was like,
well, what is it? It's just a rich family, and this girl wants to get married, and then they get married.
Yeah, and then they get married, and then that's it. Like, then the mom doesn't like her, and she has to win her over.
Okay, so
it was a pretty generic,
standard
plot.
Story, I guess.
Yeah. Have you ever been recommended something where you're just like, this was a waste
of time?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's none of them. I bet you I have, but I can't really think of one right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, not really. Nothing comes to mind.
All right. Well,
but I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah. No, definitely. What's your best recommendation that you've gotten?
Best recommendation that I've gotten. Somebody once recommended to watch Breaking Bad twice.
Oh shit! Oh, that's perfect. No. Damn. Okay.
No, that was me.
Oh, I was gonna say
I can't recommend it to myself. I don't know. What's the best recommendation? Well, what's yours? Do you have one in mind?
Yeah, actually, we were in Colorado one year, and someone saw like our snaps, and then they were like, "Oh, you should go to this town called Breckenridge, Colorado." And then we were like, okay, cool. And she was like, yeah, they have a really good hike. It's like a 10-mile hike, and at the top there's a waterfall. And we're like, yeah, for sure. And we were actually thinking about doing a hike, but we didn't know where. So then we went to this Breckenridge town, and dude, that was like the best, like scenic wise, and like just the hike. Like, it wasn't too hard. It was perfect. So that was one recommendation where I was like, damn, if she would have never like saw my snaps,
you would have never experienced
that. And that's so dope. That's like why people recommend stuff, because
right, like the epitome of a recommendation.
Right, yeah. So I thought it worked out perfectly. I think that's off the top. That's probably my favorite recommendation.
Nice. I couldn't think of any like top recommendation that someone gave to me, but I did think of one that I gave to somebody that apparently ended up being a great recommendation.
Oh yeah.
And I just did it. I made the recommendation because I was annoyed.
What? Trying to get them off your back or what? No.
Something like that. So, over the summer, like during practice for the Frisbee team that I was playing with last summer, Vok from our Vok episode.
Hey, what up, Vok?
And our soon-to-be returning episode.
Hey, welcome back, Vok. No.
Welcome back.
Right.
So he has a speaker that he brings with him to practice, and he plays music, and he would play it off of YouTube. So he would open the YouTube app, click on a video, play the song, come back sometime later, click on the next video, play the song.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then there would be advertisements in between, and then the music would stop because he wasn't there to pick a new song.
That old move.
Stuff. Yeah, and it annoyed me for like the better part of the summer because I was just like, bro, this is annoying because the music stops. I got to hear these advertisements, and then
there's no one there to click the 5 seconds.
Yeah, no one there to hit the skip.
Oh man.
Sometimes we'll play the same song multiple times because it'll just replay the song again.
Damn.
And
at a different speed.
Play the alternative version.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it just annoyed me. And then one day after practice, we were walking to the parking lot, and I just told him, "Hey, Vok, when's your birthday?" And it's like, "Is it sometime during the summer?" It's like, "No, it's not. It wasn't anywhere near summer."
Okay.
And it's like, "Why?" It's like, "Well, because I'm getting really annoyed of the fucking music that you're playing off of YouTube. So I want to give you like one of those Spotify cards so you could have Spotify Prime for like a month or something."
Damn.
It was like, yeah, cause I was like, I'll just buy Spotify Prime for you for the rest of the summer so I don't have to hear the fucking advertisements.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I've been thinking about getting that. But
that's perfect.
Yeah, it's like I've been thinking about getting it, but I just never got that push. I think this is gonna be the push.
Damn.
And
so you pushed him to become a member.
And I was and I was talking to him over this past weekend, and he brought it up again. And he's like, I gotta thank you again, because that was like the single greatest recommendation that somebody's made to me.
Damn.
To push me to get Spotify Prime.
There you go.
It's like this has changed my whole life,
bro. For real, that's like going from YouTube ads to no ads at all. Like that's perfect.
To being able to like make your playlists and all this fun stuff.
So like different albums.
Yeah, and he'll bring it up every once in a while. And he's like, yeah, that was still the single greatest piece of advice that someone's given me.
Damn.
So if you've been holding out on getting Spotify Prime, you should just do it. It's well worth it. It's worth the $9, $10 that it is a month. I
think so. Well, I'm an Apple guy, so I can't.
Yeah. I think it's $10. It's like $9.99.
Yeah.
And now they actually bundle it with Hulu, so that's cool.
Bro, I saw that, and then I had I don't know if I told you, I got rid of my my apps. So I got rid of like Tidal, and I got rid of like other stuff. I got rid of I actually had Spotify, and I got rid of it a couple months ago. Maybe like almost a year ago. And now that I saw that, it's like, dude, I've been wanting Hulu because I want to watch like Community and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about getting it back, but
that's a future recommendation that I have actually.
Ooh, for real?
Community.
Oh, hell yeah, that's perfect. Which I've been recommended that actually by somebody.
I recommended it to you.
Was it you? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You actually showed me a couple of clips, if I'm not mistaken.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. And I still haven't
See?
Because I don't have Hulu now. Well, actually, you gave me your Hulu password.
I did, so you can watch it.
It's all coming back to me, bro.
See what I got to deal with, people.
Man, today's not my day, guys. First, I recommend a book that I didn't even know how to recommend. Which, don't listen to me, but go read this book. It's really good. Then I don't get Hulu. What's up, Renee?
You're messing up, man. But
man.
Yeah, so I guess those are our recommendations. Check out the book.
Yes.
What's it called? Supermarket, right?
Superbad.
Superbad.
Imagine. Supermarket by Bobby Hall. You could find it at your local bookstore.
True. Check out Breaking Bad if you've seen it before, or if you haven't seen it at all, you're in for a treat.
Ooh.
And it's a nice throwback at this point, because the whole series takes place when there's no smartphones.
Yeah, you're right.
Technology isn't as advanced as it is right now. It really makes you realize how quickly technology is advancing.
Yeah, you're super right. Remember when people had the Sidekick phones?
Yeah, and I think there's like one of those in there. Like everyone has flip phones.
Nice.
It's amazing. So yeah, check out Breaking Bad. Get Spotify Premium if you've been on the fence.
There you go. Watch Community if you haven't yet.
Yeah, I think that covers everything that we recommend, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Listen to locals when you're exploring a town, because they're going to know the town better than you. Mm-hmm. It's like when someone comes to visit Chicago, odds are you're going to know Chicago better than someone from Indiana.
There you go. Don't forget to always swipe right, even though you don't want to. That's a good one.
No, what?
No, you have to, bro.
How? Then you're going to get false hope?
Well, no, because if you swipe right and then you're on the fence about it, chances are you're on the fence because you want to. You just don't want to. I don't know.
I don't know about that one, man. You're gonna break someone's heart.
What? No, dude. Their heart is already broken if they swipe left.
Yeah, but they don't know that you swiped left on them.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, because then this way, say you swipe right as well, you get a match, and then you message them, and then you never reply to them because you actually weren't interested. You just swiped right because Treto told you to.
What if Walter White never sold drugs? Oh, no. I don't know, guys. That was our recommendation. Hopefully you liked them. If you didn't, or if you thought they were dumb, try them anyway. They're super.
Even if you didn't like them, still try them.
Fuck whatever. No, I guess that was a good recommendation, man. Breaking Bad. I'm definitely going to go watch that now. I want to catch all the little shit I didn't catch.
I can't recommend it enough. It's so good.
There you go. All right, cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is TretoWithOutARadio. I am Treto. You already know.
Oh, you want me to say me now?
Oh, yeah. Last time I fucked you up, right?
Yeah, you always cover it for both of us, man.
Yeah.
And then Treto, you already know. I got to play back in my head now. And then this is Renee from the other day.
Run it back, bro. That was so, unconfident.
No. Okay, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
I got it.
Take two. No. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Honestly, Trader Without a Radio. I am Treto, you already know.
And I'm Renee from the other day.
And this is Trader Without a Radio. Wait, but you could also find us on what podcast did we do last week?
Oh, See What Sticks. Wow, we almost completely forgot about that, huh?
No, totally.
So if you're still listening,
whoops. That's what we should recommend, bro.
Damn. That one fell right in our laps and we just dropped the ball, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Look at you embarrassed.
Yeah, so last week we were on an episode of See What Sticks, which is a podcast about everything and nothing.
Anything and everything.
Yeah, everything and everything. What?
Anything and he worded it really well.
He did.
We're chopping this.
He has a lot more practice as it because it's his podcast.
True.
Yeah, ran by a dude named Russell. He's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he had us on the show, which is amazing that someone gave us an opportunity to talk on their shit.
Somebody wanted us on their show. Can you imagine?
There you go. That's our recommendation right there.
We tune in. We talk about hooking up with moms at bars.
Yeah, we also talked about the crazy stuff about the... What did we talk about?
Hooking up with moms in bars. We talked about who like the most famous person that we ever met was.
Yeah.
We talked about a lot of stuff. We were kind of all over the wall there.
We also talked about creating our own music festival.
Oh,
that was the one I was trying to think of.
Yeah, if you're interested in Winterfest, is that what we were going to call it?
Winterfest.
Yeah, if you're interested in going to Winterfest, go over to the episode. You get all the details there, and if you're interested, drop us a line.
Yeah, there you go. And you already know how it goes. This is Trader Without a Radio.
I fucked that up. I'm not going to outro again. We already outroed.